Hello everybody, this is Intrepid83 and welcome back to Let's Play World Series Baseball 98. May 12th is a relatively calm day in the MLB. May 12th, 1997 that is, but the Toronto Blue Jays are indeed in action against the Minnesota Twins in Game 4 of their 4-game set. So let's simulate the rest of these games. Yeesh. 12-8 for the White Sox over the Angels. I'm betting that would have been an interesting game to see. Everybody's scoring runs. Kind of wreaks havoc on a pitcher's ERA though. Mariners 5-1 over the Brewers. 3-0 for the Athletics over the Orioles, and 4-1 for the Rangers over the Indians. And then we got a couple of 2-run games here. So, all right, Toronto Blue Jays at Minnesota Twins.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 2.
Pitch speed to All-Star. Pitching matchups. We have Pat Hentgen at Rodriguez, who is a righty. Alrighty. Let's take care of the lineup and see who we've got. And in batting order, we have Otis Nixon in center field, Sean Green in left field, Joe Carter at first base, Carlos Delgado as designated hitter, Ed Sprague at third base, Carlos Garcia at second base, Benito Santiago as the catcher, Robert Perez in right field, and Alex Gonzalez at shortstop. Let's play ball. Otis Nixon up. Whoa.
A routine fly to the outfield. Out.
Now batting, for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 15.
Fly ball to center field.
A routine fly to the outfield. Out.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, number 29.
High fly ball to left field for Joe Carter.
To the outfield.
Now batting, for the Twins, the second baseman, number 11.
Alright, Pat Hentgen. Let's go with the medium curve over the plate. Ooh, line drive into left field, base hit.
Next up, for the Twins, the center fielder, number 25.
Let's go with a medium fastball down the middle. Oh, base hit into right field. I thought the focus would have been on Garcia, but I was wrong.
Number 4.
Paul Molitor. Alright, let's try a fast slider up and in. Let's try a slow curve down and away. And let's try throwing the heat up and in. Well, the first. Oh, and Carter. Base is loaded.
Now batting, for the Twins, the catcher, number.
Oh boy. Let's go with a fast slider on the inside part of the plate. Let's go with a medium curve down and in.
Foul ball.
And let's try throwing the heat down and away. I think I probably should have used the double play tactic. Run scores. I got caught up in that run scoring.
Now batting, for the Twins, the left fielder.
And I lost the opportunity for a double play. Alright, let's go with a medium curve over the plate.
It's a
Ground
routine
ball.
grounder.
Throws to first. 2 out. Runner advances to second.
Now batting for the Twins, the first baseman, number 37.
Let's go with a fast curve down and in. Bounces it back to the pitcher. Throws to first.
Next up, the designated hitter, number 25.
High fly ball to deep left center.
A routine fly to the outfield. Out.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 33.
Ooh. 1 and 2.
And foul. It's a routine grounder. Out.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, number 13.
Carlos Garcia. Fly ball to right field. Ah.
Now batting for the Twins, the third baseman, number 12.
Let's try throwing the heat down the middle. Ground ball. Oh, into right field. Base hit.
Now batting for the Twins, the right fielder, number 50.
Alright, let's go throw a slow curve down and away. Let's try a slow fastball up and away. And let's try a fast slider up and away.
It's a routine grounder.
I probably should just tagged first. Ah. Making sloppy decisions here.
Next up, for the Twins, the shortstop, number 2.
I don't feel as tired as I did the other day, but maybe I am. Alright, let's go with the medium curve down and away. Another ground ball. Throws to second, throws to first. Got him. Just in time. 1950 St. Louis was home to the Cardinals and, oh, is it the Browns? Yeah. I actually stumbled upon that little tidbit when I was looking for team logos from 1997. I was thinking about including them in the thumbnails for these, for these games, but the fact that the logos are trademarked, I didn't really want to. I didn't want to risk getting flagged or anything like that, so just leave them as is, I guess. That was a long foul. Ooh.
Now batting for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 17.
Robert Perez. Actually, was it the logos I was looking for? I might have stumbled on some of that stuff with the logos, but no, I think it was when I was looking up the team abbreviations. Yeah, I think that's probably where I saw it.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, number 8.
Alex Gonzalez. Fly ball to right center field.
A routine fly to the outfield.
Chuck Knobloch. Alright, let's go with a medium curve over the inside part of the plates.
And he flies out to the outfield.
Now batting, for the Twins, the center fielder, number 25.
Let's go with a fast slider over the plates. Let's try a medium slider down and away. Let's try blowing the heat by him up and in.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 4.
Let's go with a medium fastball up and in. Is it just me, or they seem to be hitting everything that I throw in the up in the strike
For the
zone?
Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 2.
Anywhere from the middle of the strike zone, like waist height, I guess you could say, all the way up to the top.
And
Ground ball to short. Ooh, beats the throw.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 15.
Fly ball to left. Send Nixon back to first.
and he flies out to the outfield.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, number 29.
Ground ball into right field. Base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 25.
Wow. Another one of those flying snails there.
That could go. And that one
Just over the
Now
wall.
batting, for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 33.
Home run number 19 for Carlos Delgado, 402 feet. 3-run shot. Ed Sprague up. Ah,
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, number 13.
ground ball to first baseman. Tags the base.
Next up,
3 out.
for the Twins, the catcher, number 36.
Let's try a slow curve up and in. See if they hit it now. Okay, didn't even swing. Of course. Try a slow fastball up and in. Ball. Try a medium fastball up and away. Let's try a fast curve down and away. ball is short. Throws to first.
Now batting for the Twins, the left fielder, number 40.
Alright, let's try throwing the heat down the middle. Ground ball is short. Throws to first.
Now batting for the Twins, the first baseman, number 37.
Let's go with a medium fastball, the outside part of the plate. Let's go with a slow curve down and away. And let's try throwing it by him, up and in, throwing the heat.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the catcher, number 18.
A routine fly to the outfield. Out!
Now batting for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 17.
Robert Perez.
It's a routine grounder. Out!
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, number 8.
Pardon me.
And
Ooh, swing and a miss, strike 3. Got it by me.
Now batting for the Twins, the third baseman, number 12.
Alright, let's start off with a medium fastball down and away. And out at first.
Next up, for the Twins, the right fielder, number 50.
Let's try a medium curve down and away. Even swinging at that. Oh, Joe Carter couldn't quite make it in. Hopefully the pitcher's at first. Base hit.
Next up, for the Twins, the shortstop, number 2.
Alright. Let's go with a medium slider up and in. Yeah, it's kind of a, literally a shot in the dark, so to speak, when you're, when you manage to run your first baseman out into the field or whatever, and you're hoping that the pitcher gets to first base by the time you throw it there, kind of thing, so. Alright, let's go with a fast curve down and away. Get the feeling I wouldn't have had a chance at first.
For the Twins, the second baseman, number 11.
Alright, check no block. Let's go with a fast curve over the plate. Fly ball to left field. Ooh, and gets it before it goes by him. Base hit, though.
Next up,
Could have
for
been
the
worse.
Twins, the center fielder, number 20.
Much worse. Alright, let's go with a medium slider up and away. I mean, yeah, it looks like they're hitting a lot of the pitches there up in the strike zone, but that also gets them to swing too, you know. Let's go with a slow curve down and away. Just gotta mix up the pitches and speed to the right degree, I guess. And let's try throwing the heat up and in. And they got that one. Get the first. There we go.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 2.
Nicely placed. Swing and a miss, strike 3 for Otis Nixon.
Now batting, for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 15.
Should have just hung off, but did not.
Foul ball.
Did that even make sense? I don't know. Hung back and laid off, I think I combined those two terms.
Now batting, for the Blue Jays,
I even think laid off would have been the wrong way thing to say, but oh
number
well.
29.
Fly ball to right field, base hit, all the way to the wall. Drew Carter around first, and stand up double.
Next up, the designated hitter, number 25.
And
A
fly ball to
routine fly
left.
to the outfield.
Next up, the designated hitter, number 4.
Let's try something different. Let's try a fast curve. Up and in, but not quite so much. Alright. Let's try a medium curve down and away. Got it.
Now batting, for the Twins, the catcher, number 36.
Oh, a slow fastball down the middle. Let's try a slow fastball down and in. Well, let's see if we can get the heat by him, up and in.
Next up, for the Twins, the left fielder, number 40.
Alright, let's go with a medium fastball down the middle. I'm going to try to start throwing more fastballs. Because it definitely looks like they're hitting a lot of curves anyway.
Next up,
Maybe use
for
them
the
a bit
Blue
more
Jays,
sparingly.
the third baseman, number 33.
Ed Sprague. Oh, oh. And blows it by me. That
Next up,
51 mile an hour
for the Blue
changeup
Jays,
though.
the second baseman, number 13.
Actually, how's Pat doing? He's still got some left. Alright. Carlos Garcia.
He drops it over the infield.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the catcher, number 18.
Ooh. Okay, I think that was a fastball, so let's send the runner this time. Maybe we'll get an off-speed pitch. Ooh, yeah. Oh, and they still threw me out at second. Whoa.
Trouble. It's gone.
Okay.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 17.
Home run number 20 for Benito Santiago, 447 447 seats. Yeah, that's no. 447 feet. All right. Pardon me. Ah, the swing was just an afterthought. It's like, I should have swung at that
For
one
the
swing.
Twins, the first baseman, number 37.
Alright, it's the bottom of the 7th. Let's try throwing the heat down the middle. Ooh, deep to right center field. And Nixon makes the
Flies out
catch.
to the outfield.
Now batting, for the Twins, the third baseman, number 12.
Let's go with the medium curve down and away. That was close to being a ball. Alright. Let's try a slow fastball on the outside part of the plate. And hits it right to
Now
Joe
batting,
Carter.
for the Twins, the right fielder, number 50.
Let's try a medium fastball down the middle.
He
Popped it up.
The pitcher, for the Twins, number 33.
Top of the 8th. How's Pat doing? Still got some
Next
juice
up,
left. Alright.
for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, number 8.
Nolte. Alrighty.
And he flies out to the outfield.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, number 2.
And drives it into center field. Base hit.
Now batting, for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, number 15.
Send him to second. He's got a splitter. And Nixon's in safe. Pardon me. 1-0 the count on Sean Green. Ooh. They out at
Next up,
first.
for the Blue Jays, the first baseman, number 29.
Ooh. Thanks for reminding me about your splitter there, buddy. Ooh. The way it was hanging there is like, oh, is it going to split again? I was like, nope, it's a
Next
slider.
up, for the Twins, the shortstop, number
Alright,
2.
let's do this, Pat. Alright, let's try a slow fastball over the plate. Ground ball to short. Throws to first. One away.
Next up, for the Twins, the second baseman, number 11.
Let's try throwing the heat on the inside part of the plate. Hey, he didn't swing. Let's go with a slow fastball down and in. And he hits it into left center field.
And he flies out to the outfield.
Next up, for the Twins, the center fielder,
Be interesting to see if I've at all
25.
struck out Knobloch during this series. Ooh, drives it into center field, base
Get
hit.
over the infield.
batting, the designated hitter, number 4.
Alright, let's try a slider. I haven't gotten into one for a while. Let's go with a fast slider down and in. And they hit it down the right field line. Carter makes a diving catch.
Next up,
And tags first base for the out.
number 25.
Luis Delgado first. Hentgen, he's still got quite a bit left in him. Do I want to give him the game, or do I want to bring in a reliever? Well, I've got time, so let's warm up Crabtree. See how things go here. Woo.
And he flies out to the outfield.
Now batting, for the Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 33.
And base hit into left field.
Next up, for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, number 13.
It's a
Ball to
routine
first
ground.
base, throws to second, back to first, double play. 3 up, 3
Now
down.
batting, for the Twins, the catcher, number 36.
He's not ready yet. Got 149 of 250 left. I kind of want to leave Hentgen in, just to see what happens. Like if he gives up a run, then I'll bring in Crabtree. But I also know that if he gives up a run, it could be multiple, and it could be more than 3 kind of thing. Well, hopefully not. I'd hopefully not get it to that point. Pardon me. Kind of leaves a bitter taste in my mouth, or sour taste in my mouth, but I'm gonna play it safe. Bring in Crabtree.
The pitcher, for the Blue Jays, number 37.
Alright. Let's go with a medium fastball down and in. Alright, that ball is still going. Let's try a slow slider down and in. And let's try throwing the heat down and away.
Now batting, for the Twins, the left fielder, number 40.
Alright, let's go with a slow slider on the outside part of the plate. Ball 1. Try a slow slider, low in the strike zone. Ball 2. Let's try a slow fastball down and in. And left center field, base hit. And rounds first, but stays there.
Now batting, for the Twins, the first baseman, number 37.
Alright, let's go with a medium slider down and away. Let's go with a fast slider down and away. Let's try a slow changeup up and in.
Next up, for the Twins, the third baseman, number 12.
Let's go with a slow fastball down the middle. Let's go with a slow changeup down and away. Hit into left field. Oh, diving catch by Robert Perez to end the game. Alright. Still thinking about not block. Anyways. Toronto Blue Jays. 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. Home runs by Carlos Delgado and Benito Santiago. Stolen base for Otis Nixon. Otis Nixon went 2 for 4, so did Joe Carter. Pardon me. Benito Santiago went 1 for 3. Sean Green, Robert Perez, and Alex Gonzalez, the only Blue Jays that did not record a hit. Pitching. Pat Hentgen went 8 innings, struck out 3, walked 0, 0 home runs, gave up 1 earned run. Gets the win. Tim Crabtree came in for an inning, struck out 2, walked 0, 0 home runs, 0 earned runs. Tim Crabtree gets the save. His 6th save of the season. For the Minnesota Twins, 1 run on 9 hits, 0 errors. RBI by Steinbach. Chuck Knobloch went 2 for 4. Becker went 2 for 4. Lawton went 2 for 3. Paul Molitor, Stahoviak, and Ramirez were the only Twins that did not record a hit. Pitching. Rodriguez went 7 innings, struck out 8, walked 0, gave up 2 home runs, and 4 earned runs. Nolte came in for 2 innings, struck out 0, walked 0, gave up 0 home runs, and gave up 0 earned runs. Rodriguez gets the loss. Record 3-3. Alright. That was a series. Eric Hansen almost got a no-hitter, foiled by, guess who, Chuck Knobloch. Alright, 15 stolen bases for Alex Gonzalez, 15 stolen bases for Otis Nixon, 7 for Alex Gonzalez, 6 apiece for Carlos Garcia and Omar Vizquel. Delgado, Sprague, McGuire, the top 3 slugging percentage. And Otis Nixon, David Justice, and Ed Sprague, top 3 on base percentage. $17 doubles for David Justice, 16 for Edmonds, and 15 apiece for Manny Ramirez. And did Alex Rodriguez ever play for Seattle? Because part of me wants to think that Rodriguez for Seattle is Alex Rodriguez, is A-Rod. Might want to look that up at some point. But anyways, continuing on. 7 triples for Otis Nixon, 6 for Alex Gonzalez, 4 apiece for Sean Green, Robert Perez, and Nomar Garcia-Parra. 26 home runs for Mark McGuire, 49 RBIs, Ed Sprague with 25 home runs and 45 RBIs, and Benito Santiago with 20 home runs and 30 RBIs. RBI leaders are Mark McGuire with 49, Joe Carter with 48, and Ed Sprague with 45. And, of course, Jim Thome with 43. He was Canadian, wasn't he? I think so. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm pretty sure Jim Thome was Canadian. I think he even played for the Jays for briefly. Kind of feel bad about, what was his name? Jason Grilli, was it? I mean, the guy's always wanted to play for the Jays. He finally shows up, and he ends up having an absolute nightmare of a, well, partial season until they got rid of him. And, you know, playing with, you know, as the Montreal Canadiens in this as well, and seeing people with you know, that look like they very well may be, you know, Canadian players, like, you know, like the one game we played so far with Cormier, you know, definitely sounds like a French name, and makes me wonder if he was Canadian as well. And it's like all these players. I mean, the Toronto Blue Jays are basically Canada's team right now until, you know, until the MLB decides to put another team up here if they ever decide to do so. Which I'm sure Montreal would love to have one back, considering their the exhibition games that they play at the Olympic Stadium are, like, if not sold out, pretty darn close every time, kind of thing. So there's still a market for it. Let's see what we got here. Pat Hentgen, 6 wins, 2.076 ERA. But yeah, all this Canadian talent, I guess you could say. Like, there's only one team in Canada, and I'm sure no matter where you go, you know, people would love to play for the Jays in Canada. And I don't know how often the Jays draft Canadian players, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to tell the you know, the Jays management how to do their jobs or anything like that. It's just, you know, like the reason, I think the reason why Jason Grilli, the Jays even picked him up, despite his age kind of thing, is that he had a fantastic year last year. It's like, well, why not start getting some of these players and nurturing them yourselves, and when they have the fantastic seasons, guess whose team they're on? But yeah, I don't know what Grilli's career was like before that, before last season, so I can't really say for, you know, can't really say that, I guess you could say. But it would be nice to see more Canadian players on the Jays. That's all. All right, for the National League. For pitching, Wohlers and Wright with 7 wins apiece. ERAs of 0.462 and 2.059, respectively. Franco still with a 0 ERA. Swift and Glavin right behind him with a 0.254 and 0.350. Same story from last time with the saves. Shaw, Ruffin, Urbina, and Wohlers. Pardon me. Ooh, Greg Maddux jumps into the strikeout race. 76 strikeouts over 9 games for Schmidt, 70 strikeouts over 10 games for Greg Maddux, and 67 strikeouts over 10 games for Hampton. Thinking back on that minor rant I just had about the Jays drafting more Canadian players, I realized, geez, that kind of sounds like what Don Cherry Grapes says about the Leafs. But from what I hear, you know, the expansion draft earlier this year with the Las Vegas Golden Knights getting their team going. From what I hear, the Jays got the player they wanted at the first chance they got. So here's hoping it pays off, not just for the Leafs, but for that player as well. I mean, there's a lot of talented hockey players throughout the world. Alright. Yeah, Barry Bonds still leading batting average in the National League, 388, followed by Flaherty with 314 and Gonzalez 313. Gonzalez from Houston, that is. Ooh. 8 stolen bases for Deion Sanders, 7 for Young. And a bunch of 6s. Followed by 1-5, then another few 4s, and then a 3, and then 2s, and a whole bunch of 1s, I'm sure. Barry Bonds with slugging percentage, Rodriguez and Gilkey behind him. Bonds, Bagwell, Flaherty with on-base percentage. Blauser with 23 doubles still, Bagwell with 15, and Gonzalez and Weiss with 14 apiece. 5 triples apiece for DeShields and Johnson, and a bunch of 3s and 2s and 1s. Home runs. 16 home runs for Henry Rodriguez, 34 RBIs. 14 home runs for Sammy Sosa, 22 RBIs, and 13 home runs for Barry Bonds with 23 RBIs. RBI leaders are Henry Rodriguez with 34, Gant with 31, and Klesko with 25. Alrighty. And about the remark about grapes or Don Cherry. Believe me, I do not consider myself to be as knowledgeable of a sports fan as he is. I know. I don't even come close. So, I definitely did not mean to take any wind out of his sails whatsoever. But, anyways. At the end of May 12th, 1997, in the American League West, Oakland leads with 18 wins, 20 losses, followed by Texas and Seattle, tied in second place with 17 wins, 20 losses apiece, and Anaheim with 13 and 23. In the Central Division, Cleveland with 26 and 12, Kansas City 20 and 16, Chicago 18 and 18, Minnesota 16 and 23, and Milwaukee 12 and 24. In the East Division, Toronto Blue Jays with 34 wins, 4 losses, followed by Baltimore with 25 and 14, Detroit 18 and 19, New York 14 and 23, and Boston 13 and 25. In the NL West, Colorado leading with 23 wins, 14 losses, followed by San Diego with 19 and 16, San Francisco 15 and 20, and Los Angeles 10 and 25. Central Division, St. Louis Cardinals with 24 wins, 13 losses, followed by Cincinnati with 20 and 17, Chicago 16 and 20, Pittsburgh 15 and 24, and Houston 14 and 24. In the East, Atlanta with 30 wins. I looked at the L and I immediately started to say 11. No. 30 wins, 8 losses, followed by Montreal with 22 and 13, New York 21 and 16, Florida 14 and 23, and Philadelphia 14 and 24. Next time, on May 13th, 1997, the Toronto Blue Jays are going to be in Detroit for a 2-game series before getting another day off before returning home. But their day off will be special. This is Intrepid83 signing off. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.